It is fitting that this story, the one I'm about to tell you, has come up at a time that I started making videos about the workplace, toxic workplaces. So, a story keeps repeatedly coming up on my YouTube feed regarding a gentleman, and I'm using that term purposely here, who was at work in the cafeteria of the place where he works, and a woman who he was familiar with, known, was friendly to, started choking. She did the whole like, He moves in, does the Heimlich maneuver, food is dislodged, everybody's doing their round of applause, and everybody goes back to work. She leaves, goes to the restroom to make sure she's okay. And 2 days later, he gets a call from HR that she had filed a complaint against him for inappropriate behavior. What she said was that while doing the Heimlich maneuver, in which case I've been trained on this, it's first aid, you have to get recertified and whatnot. Am I currently up to date? No, I don't think so. If I was asked, I would say no. I took it like 2 years ago. I don't know how often you have to have this done. Point is, sounds like he did it properly. You get in close, you lift up in the rib cage, stuff comes out. She complained that his lower member was rubbed up against her during this interaction, and it made her feel uncomfortable. You know what really feels uncomfortable? Being dead. But no, this is obviously I'm not even going to be gentle about this, a stupid person. A very stupid person. So, some of the places where this story has been coming up is a couple YouTube videos that popped up in my feed that I watched, which referred to his sister posting a video on TikTok telling the story as he told it to her. Apparently, he's also made a post on Reddit where his Reddit username is "Yes, I'm gay, deal with it." She felt uncomfortable with a dude who's not into women saving her life and trying to be sexual about it. Can we just stop being stupid already? Is this ever going to come to an end? So, yeah, he was under investigation. His investigation went on for a week before HR said that there was nothing to be found here, right? And as his sister points out in her video, she then, after he was cleared of old charges, which, let's get real, it's HR, it's like you're fired or you're not fired. There's the possibility of like civil litigation if people really want to take things to another level. Criminal investigation, it's possible depending on what happens. But let's be serious here. If there's nothing criminal, why are they looking into stuff anyway? Just being realistic here, trying to be sensible about the situation. But then afterwards, after he's cleared and he thinks that his good name is cleared, that he's safe at his job, she starts coming around, wanting to take him to dinner, wanting to hang out with him. She feels bad about what she had done, and he's got to understand that she's got some trauma in her life. That is not his problem. Currently, the problem is her. Her trauma and her issues are her problem, not his. And this bullshit of we have to bring everybody else into our business and share our trauma and our stories. fuck you, fuck your stories, write your book, do your blog, do whatever it is, and the people who want to be involved in your bullshit can get involved in your bullshit, okay? But to pull other people into your bullshit to the point where they might lose their job, they could have charges pressed against them, they could be put on a little list that's on the internet for people to look up and say, like, you're not allowed to be within 20 feet of the school. To do that to somebody because of your trauma and your bullshit, there's my God, there's no excuse for that at all, okay? I've been through this bullshit. I had a coworker at one place who allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because obviously there's no proof of any of the stuff that she was talking about, because otherwise her father and her brother and everybody else that had done her wrong would be in prison somewhere. But they're not. Yet she claims all this stuff happened to her. And they're still roaming around. They're still out there. She seems to have this really uncomfortable position of, I can't have bald guys with beards around me because of what allegedly happened to her at a younger age. Is that my problem? No. Stop making it my problem, because my problem then becomes you. I don't know why you have a problem with me, but she did, okay? Never had an interaction or a talk with this person ever. No conversations whatsoever. Plenty of comments from her mouth towards me. I never interacted. And yet somehow the rest of the staff was just like, yeah, you're not allowed to be in this department because you make certain people feel uncomfortable. And yeah, I have to understand that the presence of straight white men is actually an assault against other people who are preferably BIPOC or possibly another sexual orientation. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Okay? That's definitely all on them. When they have a problem with somebody of a certain color coming around them and it makes them feel uncomfortable, that used to be referred to as racist. But no, a gay Asian man saves a woman from choking at work in front of several witnesses where they applaud and they're like, hey, congratulations, good job. That is where it should have ended. But nope. Had to have a psycho bitch choking. And I'm sure it's going to come out later of like, well, I was just so embarrassed. And then all of a sudden he's getting this applause for saving me. And I didn't need to be saved. I'm a woman. I can take care of myself. I could have done my own Heimlich maneuver and have a penis rub back against me. Ah! This is where we're at. So, ladies, when you're in a position where you need help from a dude, something's happening to you, and you're wondering why guys are just walking on by as this thing is happening to you and nobody's willing to help. Like, I don't know, a homeless man sets you on fire in a subway. This is why. Please put these bitches in check, okay? This woman, the one who filed this assault allegation against a gay Asian man for saving her life, all the other women at her workplace need to put her in check, okay? It was uncalled for. This is not necessary. We don't give a shit about your fucking problems. Go see a therapist. It's probably covered under your insurance, considering the type of place this sounds like. There's no reason why any of this shit should be happening at all, okay? Therapist, I don't know what the fuck is going on with your profession, but this whole idea of embracing your mental illness, you can shove it up your ass, okay? You used to be out there to help people through their mental illness, not saying that everyone else in the area has to accept it, okay? We don't. There's social norms. We're supposed to promote social norms so that we have cohesion in our society. But we don't have that anymore because therapists have lost their fucking minds too. Therapists need a therapist, is what's happening here, okay? None of this bullshit should be happening. None of this behavior should be encouraged by anyone. If you're a therapist out there saying, like, well, we need to help them with blah, 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 stop. Just stop. Burn your certificate, your degree, your license, whatever it is, because you were taught a bunch of garbage. You're not helping. You're not helping your patients. And obviously it's a money issue, right? If you actually cure your patients, they don't come back, which means you're missing out on a paycheck. So you take these baby steps, like in What About Bob? Got to take some baby steps. 5 years later, have you said hi to this person yet that you're uncomfortable with? 10 years later. Well, after he said hi, no, this isn't working. None of this is working for anyone. You're not helping your patients. You're not helping their coworkers. You're not helping their family members. The fact that you're not helping anybody here means that you're absolutely worthless and you shouldn't be getting paid. End of story. Therapists suck. They suck. I fortunately had I had a very decent therapist when I went. It was about a year, and then I was done. He was just like, I think you're done here. You've made some progress. And I'm like, cool. How many people have been going to see their therapist and nothing happens? Nothing. They just keep going. And it's like the same story. And meanwhile, the therapist is like doodling all these things like, I want to hurt myself. Why do they keep talking? How much money could they possibly have? If I didn't have a mortgage, I wouldn't be here. They're not writing about you. They just let you, because you're not willing to help yourselves. This chick seriously needs some help. And she's not getting it. Why her issues are his problem? Don't know. But that's what the workplace is now. You save somebody's life and they try to destroy yours afterwards. Keep on typing.